Hey guys, welcome to another video. This video is about how to optimize your blueprint using size map. So using the size map, you can see the amount of memory the blueprint is using. For example, I have an example here. There's a blueprint cross here. It's using 376 megabytes of in-game memory. So you can see all, and you can see disk size. This disk size is 573, and if I change it to memory size, 376. So that's game memory size, game 376. This is pretty big for a small widget like Crosshair, right? Now how do I decrease this memory footprint? So if I open this, you can see, if you go to the size map, you can see the BP player inventory component is one of them. And then you have item list, right? Work on why we need this component in this blueprint. If I go here, I see that component is here, and see how many times it's being used, and it's using health actor, only health actor, nothing else. Let's create a parent component, this component, and then reparent this, and then we're going to move this health actor into the parent. Now let's open blueprint inventory component, right? Player inventory component right there. And this one itself is pretty big, is 376. Let's open this and let's find the health actor. You want to be careful, make sure this is not wrap notify. So it is wrap notify. So here, so you have to be very careful with this, right? So this is wrap notify. Now if we move this, all right, so first we're going to create a parent. So this is a master, its parent is master inventory component. Okay, so let's see what's the size map of the parent. So this one is 376 as well. So we have to create a new one. Let's say, let me see. So we're going to create, go ahead and create a blueprint actor component, and I'm going to name it base of the parent. Now I'm going to reparent this to the new one that we created, base, right? There you go. Now we're going to work with this here. So pretty much we want to move the health actor into this actor component. All right, so let's do this. All right, let's right click, move to parent class. I'm going to do one more because I'm trying to get there, right? Alright, also you want to be careful. This actor is lightweight as well. So since this is a generic actor, this works in our case. If it was referencing any other blueprint, then it's going to get more complicated. But now one more, move to parent. Alright, now let's save it. Alright, now we have to relook this. So what we're going to do, we're going to make this modify. So automatically when I create this, I'm going to go here. Then we're going to create a function called holding actor. And I'm going to use this. There you go, actor object, I think. Let me see. This is an object reference, yes. Alright, so there you go. Now I'm going to call this from here, and then this, right? I'm going to go here. I'm going to delete this. I'm going to copy this or cut, right? Remove this unwrap, and then override the function that I created here. This is holding actor. There you go. I'm going to just use the function that I was calling from unwrap. Okay. There you go. So now I can go to crosshair, and then I can just use the base class here. Now I have to see which class is referencing this cross here. If we go to reference viewer, I see this inventory HUD is referencing that. Let's try to find it here, this one, and find it there. There you go. We are sending it here, right? Now what I can do is uncheck this, uncheck that, change the reference to the newly created base, which is this, right? Is it object? Is object that, and then here I'm going to set it player inventory, set player inventory, and then I can do this. There you go. So now this is going to be lightweight because I'm referencing this. Now if I check the size map of this base, it's only pretty much nothing, 4 kilobytes, right? And let's check if that changed it. Make sure you save, and let's check it. It decreased. It used to be 376, now it's 375. Now see, the highest is master range weapon, and you can keep going down the list and optimize it. Now let's look at where this is being, how this is being referenced. See the master melee weapon and master range weapon. These are two are causing 375. All this we have to create a parent and move this variable and move this variable and this variable. All right, let's open this, and it's using master weapon, and let's see master range parented to master weapon. So let's open that, and let's see what's the size map of this. 375. This is pretty big, and master weapon is parented by master holdable, and holdable is pretty big as well. And let's see how far we can go. Master holdable is actor, so maybe we can just create another actor parent of this and then move the 2-3 variables to that, and then we can make it lightweight. I'm going to copy the name, and I'm going to right click, blueprint, actor, base, right? And I'm going to do that, base. Now I have a new lightweight parent, which is this, and let's see the size map of this is very light, 4 kilobytes. Let's move this variable first, current spread UI only from melee. There you go, current spread UI only from melee. So this is not replicated, so we don't have to worry about like the health actor. If I move to parent, we have to move one more. We keep moving to parent class until we reach our destination, which is now. All right. Now, if you see, this is just a float, so we don't have to worry about it. Now, what else we need? We need the current spread and max spread. So we need that from a ranged weapon, which is this current spread and max spread. Make sure you save all. Now I can close the other ones. In the base, we can create a variable called is melee. Now I can just open the melee. I can say it's, and for the range, I can just keep it as default, right? So that way I can cast to the base of this, right? For example, now case to just a holdable base, and then get current spread UI only, that, and also we have to check if it's melee. If it's melee, then we're going to do this. So also we're going to do that, right? So here, and then from here we can just get the current spread, and the max spread. And as you notice that the max spread is replicated, right? So you have to be careful. Okay, so now we don't need to use this, right? So if it's melee, we're going to do that. If it's not melee, if it's ranged, we're going to do that. Also, I think we have to set another, this is getting more complicated. I'm going to say is ranged only ranged and melee. So by default, I'm going to set it to false. And for melee, I'm going to set it to. And master range. Okay. So this way, I can say that condition has to pass. Only ranged. So it has to be this first. If this is true, then you're going to do that. All right. So if it's a torch, it's not going to use it. If it's any other holdable, like you're holding an apple, you're going to use that. So what I'm doing, if it's melee and range, then we're going to do this, use the spread, right? Now let's go check out the size mail of this. You should see, oh no. By the way, this is another way of seeing some more information. Let's go size map, and voila. Look at this, 64.4 kilobytes. From 376 megabytes to 64. All right. So this is one way you can reduce the memory footprint of your blueprints if you have a big project that you want to optimize. In another video, I'm going to show you how to use interfaces to do something very similar. But the parent is one of the best way to keep blueprints lightweight, especially if you're casting. Use parent class, keep the parent class lightweight so that you don't bulk up all the blueprints. Anyway, thanks.